Yeah.
5, right?
Let's do 10 just to make sure
All right,
we.
cool.
It's because if we have to go back, it takes a lot longer to load than just
That's
go
fair.
forward a bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do like what
Yeah.
Riot does and be like, let's bring it back to the analyst desk.
Yeah, the analyst first. So
We're not
Eight,
that formal though.
9. Pause. All right,
I'm still loading. I'm loading.
Oh, jeez, no, come on.
It's so good. Jesus. Come
Hate
on.
to hear it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm enjoying the new router.
Oh god. What's going on?
Oh.
League, please. Okay, I'm almost loaded in. There it is. I'm in.
Oh.
At 10.
Yay.
Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm almost there. I'll let you know.
Up.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
What?
I'll let you know. All right. I'm ready.
All right,
Hey, you doing this?
Bob.
All right, Bob.
Look at that Annie run around. Alrighty.
Look at the dots.
Yeah.
Yeah, click R. No, it's still R.
Oh, mine's on R. I guess I rebounded all my things.
Look at the bottom left of the screen. There's like an eye. An eye icon.
Yeah. Hey, can they hear you private or no? Oh, we got a nice skirmish. Okay. Yes. So we're talking to get rid of. We're talking with the producer to get rid of the timeline, so you guys don't get spoilers.
Yes.
So we had a nice skirmish up in top lane.
The
Kate probably got
hotkey
the
is
souls.
you, by the way, private. The hotkey is you. Cool.
Cool.
All right. Also, while we are talking to the producer, dude, try and don't hide items while stuff is happening, so we can see it better. Because I noticed half the time it was on the screen, and it's really distracting when a fight's happening.
We're actually going to get rid of my timeline. Oh, mine's bound to E. Whoops.
Yeah, you change your bannings.
Yeah, it's all the top row, so it's easier for me to find everything. Time controls, get rid of that.
That's smart. Smart.
Scoreboard. Alright, look at that gold. Everyone has 500. Look at them go.
Alright, as we go into the game, we see Kane starting with Adulation on the Raptors and Filter Stance taking the Xin Zhao to a red start. Very standard. I don't like it. He's gonna go top line.
What's the matter with going top lane? Yeah,
Tank matchup. I know when you play tanks, so we tend to just dive people over and over again. But I don't think you want to do that to a Cho'Gath, because it's gonna scale anyways.
yeah,
God
Cho'Gath
damn,
hits
man.
1Q while you're diving him under tower and he laughs at you and gets a kill. Easy.
Yes. Especially considering how Jhin is a very immobile champion, they should have a lot of kill potential on him. I don't know, man. He might be trying to match the Kayn, but then again, I don't think Kayn wants to gank a Poppy. It's just way too much of a counter pick with that W.
Yeah. To be
We'll
fair
see,
though,
we'll
if
see.
he wants red form, he has to gank the Poppy. We got Vlad, Zyra, and Triss, so he needs melee, so it's gonna have to be Poppy and Xin.
Nope, we see the Kayn is now backing, so he's definitely going towards the outside now.
Gotcha. And he
He's
might be
coming
going
up
for
top
blue.
now.
We got a attack maybe from top.
And good.
We got a Poppy stun. He's going in. Xin Zhao's coming around. Can choke it out. And he's walking down the river. And he looks kind of lost here. He kind of doesn't seem to know where he's going.
He's running his
Maybe
time.
we got Black Flash. We got a flash. I think he's just going for the execute here. Xin Zhao also flashes. That's a waste of a flash, man. Yep, he's
And
just gonna get a
the
good old
Cho'Gath is-
execute.
They're just gonna let him get out at that point. That's interesting.
Yeah.
He's trying to back, the minions don't let him, he's gonna have to execute.
Yep. Not
Now
surprised.
that is Cho'Gath flash and potentially teleport, because he does have a way of flashing into tower. Still a big one, but still. Interesting play.
Yep, he does get out the Xin Zhao flash, which is nice, but I don't think it's worth flash for flash with a jungler.
I feel like that Xin Zhao should have flashed early just to get the engage while he was still on lane before he got onto the river and could flash over the wall. That
No, you
might
should have
be.
either engaged there at the beginning or not engage at all. You can't like decide halfway through, hey, wait, I should have done this earlier, I'm gonna do it now. We also have a Kane
Coming
coming
down
bot side for
into
Kane.
red lane.
Kane coming in,
W.
W hits the Triss, she gets rooted but dumps under tower.
Oh,
Leona,
no.
oh, Leona might get caught out here. She's running,
good.
she got
Yeah.
it, blood to Triss.
That was just an absolute beautiful play by Tristana, buffering the what was it? She buffed the Luna E and the Jin W with her own jump. Drags the Luna into tower, gets rooted by the Zara. She just dies. So it's a beautiful
Zyra
play.
to get that root too, catching her under tower to get that extra tower shot.
That was a beautiful play from the side of Jesus.
Zyra's not done. She gets another root on Jin, gets that electrocute proc off. Zyra electrocute. If you know they didn't have 100% win rate, I would be judging them, but 100% win rate does not lie.
That's the only rune to take
Okay,
on
that
Pyro.
works. The chat is going absolutely insane with that. Oh god.
I have to get my
Purple
thing.
is DGX. Got it.
Oh, there we go. Now I can see the chat and the game. This is so exciting.
And some bird I misclicked and joined what's his name? Tyler streams. I was looking at the wrong chat. I'm sorry about that.
Oof.
There we go. Back to the game.
Yep, so we have Kane farming topside again. We got Cho engaging on the Poppy, getting her down to about half HP. Nothing too exciting though. I mean, they're both tanks. Poppy's just gonna heal it back up. Cho's just gonna heal it back up. They're both just really fighting to get 6. Cho so he can start stacking his feasts.
Now we're seeing this. I've got you, Jay.
It's been chilling here, so behind. I'm like, yep.
I got you. Alright,
They
so
hear you or no?
yes, they can hear Jay.
Lit.
I think the one they can't hear is private.
Nice.
I
Alright.
think he might be. They could hear him because he is not muted on Discord. So I don't know how it's set up.
Yeah. Cho going in. He might. Oh, nope, not yet.
All right, Cho.
Cho's looking for it. Once he hits 6, if this Poppy doesn't back, she's dead. 100%.
She is really overstaying here. He should push that whip out and just look back and TP.
Yep. How close
She's
is
gonna
Cho
lose
to
some
hitting
minutes for
6?
it. Very close.
Yeah.
He
And there's the
is
back. She
about
has to back all the way down to
80% away.
second tower too.
I think it's too much. I think she could have stayed about. You can't see what I'm thinking. That I'm dumb.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean,
Cho
Jay can
hasn't
see
hit
it.
6
Jay
yet.
gets my point.
Yes. We got a first dragon coming
He still
bot
hasn't
lane
hit
as well.
6. He's really close. Yes. As they
We
can
got some
invade in
things
the top
coming
side.
out. Zyra's plants just making a nice wall in the river so no one can get in. Easy first Drake, no contest.
Now I want to see. This skin is really close to level 6 while the Sin is still on his level 4. I want to see him invade soon or he's just gonna start losing the game to this game.
Yeah.
I
Xin
feel
Zhao's
like
an
it-
early champion, so Kane starts popping off mid-game,
it
Zim
should
starts
be-
falling off.
Yes, but now the Sin Zhao should be on Kane's blue side, taking his scrum, taking the wolves, making sure Kane doesn't get to scale. We see right now Kane hits 6, Sin Zhao doing his red, barely level 5. He's definitely losing the farm game, and this game's gonna scale way faster than he does, especially because we're not seeing any kills coming out for the Sin Zhao.
And yeah, Xin Zhao hasn't even really ganked, has he? Like, he had the one gank top lane, but after that, I haven't seen him go in anywhere.
He hasn't gone anywhere, and that's the big.
The whole
Did he?
point of Xin Zhao is to get that early lead, and you can't really do that if you're just power farming.
I see you in the chat, iPod.
Hi, iPod.
Everyone say hi, iPod.
Yeah.
Wow.
I swear,
I
and
thought I said please, thank you.
Joe's being demanding, iPod. Don't listen to him.
Oh, we might have action. Xin Zhao's going top lane. He's pinging. Poppy
He's
engages,
pinging.
gets the stun. Cho'Gath gets the
We're
kill
seeing
off.
this play
Can they
before.
kill him before he gets them blown up? And that's a flash
Sure,
out of Poppy
flashes,
and
double
Cho'Gath. That's
flashes.
Poppy ulted. Knock him up, and Kane is here for the re-engage. Cho gets the knock. Oh no, he misses the knock-up on Poppy. Kane has the counter jungling there to protect the Cho'Gath from getting dove there. I don't think there's any real threat of that, but he's there just in case.
Yeah, we see both Joe's
He wants
just
to
backing
gank
up.
before that flashback up.
I think Poppy thought the Sin Zhao would follow up, and he just didn't want to. Poppy was looking for the play, Sin Zhao wasn't. It was just a miscommunication from the jungle and the top lane.
I also want to point out that Xin Zhao just backed again, and he is still not level 6.
Yes, he's definitely. He should have at the very least looked for Herald or something, knowing that the king is here.
Yep, knock up from Cho, just chasing down the Poppy, little harassment. Can I get a CS thing for the Poppy and Cho'Gath when you get the chance, Private?
Uh,
Fantastic.
you can just press tab.
I mean, for the chat, so they can see too.
That's fair. That's fair for the chat.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. I forgot you had to say it as well. It's not a
Remember
big
you
difference,
exist,
though.
chat.
It's a very small difference in CS all across the lanes.
Yeah.
It's a very slow game, very even game, which I think it's what DX is looking for.
100%. Yeah. This could not be going smoother for them.
Yes, I'm sad not Citizens will be aggressive, but at the same time, with two very hard scaling carry champions, it's not the end of the world. We see a potential fight in River. I don't know why he's not taking it.
Yeah.
He's just backing away from a Kane.
Two
While he
Kane
has
down
his
a level.
trial.
I'm not sure what he can do. And
Whoa,
Kane
whoa,
goes
whoa,
to the
whoa,
spot,
whoa,
pulls
whoa.
away, easy get
Look at
escape.
mid lane,
Vlad
he
ults
just
3 engages
comes
with the Zinzao.
out.
He's going in. Kane ults to try to get away, but he dies to the Vlad ult.
That was a rescued play and a half. I don't know, man.
Zyra Flash trying to get the kill, and she gets it! Zyra
That-
showing us why she is 9-0 with the Flash Q, or the flashy under tower. Follow up with the ult.
That was very nice. I don't know. I want to give props for the Zinzao for getting that kill, but at the same time, as the Vladimir got engaged, and he was just walking away. He had no intention of fighting there.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, man.
They found a misplay by Kane. Kane clearly overstepped and overstayed, but it's an easy ult for him and just a quick turn.
They definitely thought they had the damage, but with the platform available, they just had no way. He stalled long enough for Zinzao to turn around, say, hey, there's a fight going on, I should join this. They get the pick onto the Kane, and he falls shortly after.
Yeah, and Vlad ult's nice because even if Kane jumps inside you, he's still taking damage from that ult when the ult procs off. Which is, I think, a bit weird because, you know, usually you think it's untargetable, but if you have damage over time affecting you as Kane when you jump in with your ult, you're still going to take that damage.
It is considered, it is not that damage, and Vladimir's ult is not targeted, it is considered a dot effect, so Kane died, regardless.
Yeah. Well, the story, Kane dies.
Well, so Kane dies. It was a very, very late ult from the Kane as well. He definitely reported
He caught out here.
on the bot lane. We see some damage coming out, procs the electrocute, but nothing comes out of it. Both teams are just looking for this dragon. An Earth dragon. It's very important for both teams, actually. They really need the tankiness.
The red
Zinzao,
team here
meanwhile,
has complete control of the jungle here. They only have, blue team only has one ward, and it's in Dragon Pit, and it is being control warded. So they're gonna have to either walk up, and they are actually, red team was actually looking for a pick there, and are not doing Dragon, I guess.
they're looking for
Oh,
a smart thing to do.
There
And
you go.
he just dies. He
know,
The
just
kill
goes.
coming.
Oh, but Zyra with her
Wait,
big
wait,
running the ADC. Oh no, Triss. Oh, Triss gets the kill. Can she get away?
He can take for the cleanup, she gets out.
There it is.
Kane dies in the meantime on the red side jungle to Syra and Zinzao. That was definitely an overcommitment.
Definitely.
Should have just taken the
And we have an
dragon.
overextension for Poppy as well. Nope, she gets away as well.
Sure, but man, I don't know what Omega squad walked forward there. They could have just taken the dragon with the numbers advantage. Instead, they decided to walk into the jungle, end up losing their ADC and their jungle for nothing. And that just cost them the that they had on the dragon. It was bad, man.
Yeah, and what we saw there was a lot of, the team fight broke out, but individuals still wanted to fight, so people were getting caught out without like a team backup, and it was more down to who had the more HP or who had slightly better skill.
Yes. We did see a bit of what we were talking about. King went into the against the Zinzao and the Zyra, but he just had no follow-up.
Yeah,
Which is
it's
kinda
the Lee
just-
Sin syndrome there. He sees someone, he has to go in.
He has to go in. Now he is going back for the dragon, and it doesn't look like DX realizes it.
Yeah. Again, Leona not sweeping, but in the jungle to make sure that they're not surprised. This looks like an easy Drake for Omega.
It
Assuming
be
Omega
on-
is red, correct?
Yes, Omega
Yes,
squad
cool.
is on the red side, DX is on the blue side. I get the confusion.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. Yeah. Kane gets an easy drag, no contest. Cho'Gath
Private.
looking aggressive
sorry?
here. Top lane. Just kind of patrolling right under tower, waiting for a chance to get this Poppy just a bit lower to get his ult off.
But we have a message in chat talking that directed cam is doo-doo, so please don't use it.
Oh, we have an engage on top lane. Zinzao flashes but misses. They slow Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath gives them the thumbs up of, hey, better luck next time.
Now,
And Zinzao, Poppy, and Vlad are meandering towards the Scuttle Crab, which we all know is the best objective in this game. 3v1, Zinzao secures the Scuttle Crab. And
now,
Zyra
well, that happens in the bot lane. In the bot lane, we can see there's a random puppy, flexing the advantage, absolutely destroying the enemy bot lane.
Man,
No, let's
the
start.
ultimate with the Triss that gets to just sit there and proc her bomb without even having to walk with them. It's so easy for Triss to get that max damage on her E.
It's now, heads up, it was not Zinzao the Flash, that was Cho'Gath Flash and Zinzao.
Gotcha. Yeah, sorry, I jumped up there right as it happened. Yep, you're right. It just showed up on the, whatchamacallit. You are correct. That was my bad.
Don't worry about it, man. I'm buffering English again, Jesus.
What is this gumball?
Oh no, where it begins. I'm
I'm
fine,
just
I'll be
watching
fine.
your stream and I hear the anime voice come on.
Yeah, my game, for those that don't know, my jam is in Japanese just because I like the voices. So get used to it. I'm sorry, sir. I'm so used to it by now. I am so used to it by now, I forgot. As we talk about game languages, Kane is starting deal with Herald right now. No contest as of now by the side of DX. Don't even realize it's being done.
Yeah, Kane, since he can jump over the walls, they have it pretty well warded, so anyone would notice, but...
They are coming.
Showing
They're
Zinzao.
taking now.
Yeah,
Since
they
I
know.
was here,
Cho'Gath doesn't
there's
care about
nothing he can
smite though.
do.
Just hit that I once and then R. Except, yep, there it is. There's
There it is.
Zinzao engages anyway against him a 3v1, but Zyra's there. She ult, knocks up all three. Annie comes up to chase, but doesn't get anything. Vlad ults on Annie. Vlad's going in, trying to finish off this Kane, who just cannot resist jumping into these 3v1s, man. This Kane is hungry for kills, but he is giving himself starved.
He's very hungry. Look, I agree with Kane's inting when they're trying to get over from. He has no reason to be taking those really just amazingly deep dives. And once again, he's going in. He's getting the plays in, but he seems to no way to play his.
On from Vlad onto the Jin. Zyra gets the nuke. Vlad just walks up, Qs, and that's a kill from Triss. Massive damage coming here. This is a total wipe.
If you missed it, that kill was just the Tristana E detonating on the tower. It wasn't even aim at him.
It is 9-1, and Gumbo, you hit the nail on the head. This team just knows what they're doing. The Zyra engages with the Vlad and the Triss follow-up are insane.
Yes, their team is just such a better draft. It's easy to execute. It works perfectly. Nothing against OMS, but they definitely are not playing their comp to their fullest.
Definitely. And Kane had a chance to come back. This Zinzao was not ganking early, and he definitely had the chance to pull it back, but Kane's looking for another kill. Here he comes, and he backs off. Oh, and a burst from Leona. Miscommunication there. The ult comes down and misses. Zinzao ult to disengage. Yeah, Kane backs up, and Leona flashes in anyway.
I don't think the Zinzao ult was necessary. I think that was a bit overcommitting. I like the safety, but it is a tool you can't afford to lose, especially with the dragon coming up. And
you know, Zinzao probably just when the team communicated and was going in together. That's probably why he ulted.
Alright, with the dragon coming up in 40 seconds, you would like to have that Zinzao ult available. You want. It's bad.
But now we get the fight over River. Blue team does have a ward in Dragon that's not being blacked out because the control ward is on the far right side and their ward's on the far left, so they can see inside the Dragon Pit.
Yeah. So to quote here, the butt difference is kind of huge, and you know, I wonder why.
Yep.
In the world,
some trading going up in the mid lane. Cho'Gath silencing. Nothing too exciting.
On the top lane with the key available. We'll see.
Cho'Gath might be overextending here. Vlad chunks him for a fifth of his health.
It's still Cho'Gath. Poppy TP comes out. We see a team fight coming out.
Yep, Zyra catches one out. Poppy stun and Zinzao. They finish it. And there's another knock up there. Triss and Annie both fall. Zinzao's still going in, but dies. Nope, wait, looking at the wrong one. Here comes the Jin ult. Cho'Gath is still alive, going after the Triss and the Zyra. Cho'Gath does not have his ult up.
Wait,
Poppy
you
gets
might
away.
see it right. No. Yes, so that's what we're talking about in champs. Like this time around, not only is any engine in a position to do damage, but everyone in DGX just completely grouped on the choke shot, down the chain to get the most.
But backs up. Man, these people want this dragon, but neither of them are in any position to contest this. Cho'Gath doesn't have feast up yet, and Jin and both of him are both at low health. Yeah, there's no reason for either team to stay there.
They just wanted it really badly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just saw how strong OMS squad's composition can be when executed correctly and when they get the positioning that they need. We just saw them absolutely destroy the front line. And wait, we might see a fight here then.
I think they're going to give this one up. The Triss is just destroying that. Yeah.
Look at Dragon. Yes, that Tristana is doing really well. Another little thanks to the Zyra, who is demonstrating why he's not an in that pick.
This Zyra is hitting every skill shot, getting the quality roots on the ADC or anyone that she can catch out. And then her ult follow-up just makes it impossible to get away as Trish just puts a bomb on you and blasts you into oblivion. Up, and we got an engage with Leona, but no follow-up from the team. This Leona is also as hungry as the Kayn is. This is the second time we see her just charge in by herself. And if we look here, she loses a good amount of HP, and the other team still has all of theirs. I think we're seeing a lot of miscommunication on when the team's going in here.
Now, Omega Squad just getting control of his Baron right now, trying to secure the vision. Bramer is on the bottom, he doesn't have speed, so if Omega Squad wants to fight, it's now or never before the puppy gets back to them. Doesn't look like it's gonna develop into anything, just vision control.
Well, not even vision control, they go into the jungle but don't place any wards.
He doesn't have any wards.
Oh, no he's not, he's clearing the ward.
Where's Leona? Leona, currently, I can't see her inventory because I suck. Leona currently has 2 wards. She just decided not to use them.
Yeah. No, that was the perfect time to set a vision for Baron, but instead, they don't. And they lose spot tower because of it. That's tier 2. Zyra's zoning off this Leona. You know, Leona doesn't take damage, but this Zyra doesn't care.
Even if she doesn't take damage, just the fact that the plants are there doing damage, slowing people down, it's a very good tool.
Jeez, and if we're looking at the CS now difference, everyone's about the same. The Jin's actually beating the Triss in CS here by 20, but Triss also has 7 kills to Jin's 0. So you tell me.
I feel like you can be forgiven for losing 20 CS when you have a on the animated carry.
Yeah, that's a bit of a difference there.
It's a difference, especially considering Tristana does scale faster, and she does have 2 items, while Jin only has the IE and 2 components. So I'm guessing that's 2 rapid fire cannon.
Probably. He does have the important component of the rapid fire cannon, which is the agility cloak. So he is at 45% crit.
Yes. We'll see how this game goes. Right now, both teams are playing it relatively slowly, which is, you know, I think with a
Cho'Gath's stack check is 7. So Cho'Gath has feasted, I believe, all of his minions. Let me check. Yeah, no, he has 1 more minion. So he can feast 1 more minion to get him to 8 before he can only feast champions and epic monsters. And he's looking pretty big right now. Now, he's
looking good now.
So not only does he have that, he also has 3 kills. So he already has Abyssal and Bramble Vest to defend against the Triss auto attacks. We have a TP top. Again, I don't think that was really necessary, but I guess the Kayn can't defend against a Triss and Zyra now that I'm looking at this. I forget the Triss has 7 kills and does whatever she wants.
Yes. And I think, because all things considered, if you look at comps, DX has the bigger scaling and has the gold lead. So as long as the game keeps stalling this way, they're better off. On the other hand, and I don't think they want this game to keep stalling.
Vlad oversteps and gets
Ooh.
rooted by the Leona.
Very
That's
nice
a
use from
kill.
Leona.
And before Leona gets ult but misses. And they might actually catch out the Zyra there. Yes, Kane gets a kill on the Zyra. Kane all comes down way too late, not really even getting a slow except on the Triss, but she is out. Kane's trying to follow up on the Xin Zhao. Misses the W.
And doesn't have ult.
Poppy's, or not Poppy, Triss is going in, there's the bomb, and he's dead. Leona tries to follow up, but she goes into a 3v1. She's trying to back up, and there's Jin for support. There comes the heal, and they are running out of there. That was an overcommitment there. You have a TP from Annie, and she's going to run away. Wonderful TP there, 10 out of 10.
Once again, we see DK overstepping his boundaries. He's 1-on-5. He shouldn't be going for those plays, yet he continues to do so. I don't know if his team's not following him, or if he's just going for it without calling it out, but I feel like he should have to stop at some point.
Yeah. They get that wonderful pick on the Vlad there, and they just have to have more, and they try to re-engage when they don't really have the tools for it. They get one, but then they just keep on going.
They keep on going way past their artillery range.
Yeah.
They didn't have ults anymore, they didn't have sums, they just kept chasing with nothing but auto attacks.
And then Jin uses his heal to save the Leona, but now that's your very immobile ADC without heal. And that's another
And
drag.
look at that damage done to the thing.
You know, I gotta just write down which team's on which side because I keep forgetting who's on which side. Hold on.
Blue side is DGX, red
Yeah,
side
that's what I
is
thought.
arms.
And it's gonna
You got
change
it.
next game, and it's just gonna confuse the hell out of me.
Yes, they will.
It also doesn't help I don't have the names on for the people, which would probably be helpful, but I don't know. I don't want to.
I don't have them. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember because I know Turtle is on DX, and that's about it.
There you go.
That's about the reason why I can remember it. That's how it happens. That's how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Go casters all the way.
Yeah, and we're seeing just some clearing of farm here. I would like to see DGX try to get vision on this Baron, because honestly, they can just force a fight. The Zyra is so strong, the Triss is so strong, it's an easy catch out here.
I want to see Arms stepping forward, getting vision, and trying to find their picks. They need to start fighting picks. They need to start fighting those choke points that they can fight around. Otherwise, they're just gonna keep losing this fight over and over again.
Xin Zhao might have overstepped here. Leona E in the stun. The Jin follow-up. He is rooted there, and it's running away because it is a 3v2. But they're re-engaged. Jin kills. Ken goes in, ults, and gets a second one. They're gonna have to run here. There's the pick that you wanted. The Jin ult comes out super late again.
That's what we say it. They got it. That's what you want to see for Arms. They have the potential for picks. They have the potential. They just haven't been using this game, and you can see just how powerful the comp is when they have that advantage. Xin Zhao definitely was out, decided to re-engage for some reason, walks back, takes the Elena ult, and then just gets blasted.
The issue, DGX could have easily won that fight if they had grouped, but the issue was they were spread apart, so Leona catches one out, and by the time the rest of the team engages, they're in. But Vlad going in for a risky play, and he gets caught out. I don't know what that was. Triss is going to have to heal to get out.
They're trying to stop the Baron, and they will stop the Baron. The damage is going to be enough to stop this Baron. Now, we'll say, though, they have to... DX cannot keep sending this Poppy to contest the Cho'Gath, simply because she's all the problem they have. Without the Poppy, Kane is just free to dive them over and over again, and I think that's going to be huge as we go into the late game.
Definitely.
The squad is closing up that gold gap, though.
They are.
It was big, to be honest. I didn't think it was a big deal.
Which
Well, no, it was big at one point when it was 9-1.
No, but it was 9-1. The goal was on. Okay.
That's 4 kills for the 9 that DGX has gotten, or that the this one's gone. They're definitely trying to close this game out.
The highest goal lead we've seen this game was 4K, and that's about it.
Yeah,
No,
so props to Mega Squad for
Gotcha.
keeping up with goals.
Yeah,
I thought it was a bit more than that.
No, it hasn't surprised 4K, which is
Gotcha.
very surprising considering they have an 8th kill Tristan on the other side of
Oh,
the
he gets caught out to stun the root. But Leona is going to have to use her ult to disengage, though. Again, we're seeing the team try to fight with 2 people as opposed to 4. They're going to try to re-engage on this Xin Zhao, who gets the smite and gets away, but will he get away with his life? Oh, they get the stun on Triss. Kane is going in.
Ana ultimate, jeez.
And here comes the Jin ult. Again,
I'm ahead of
cancels
the
it.
best.
Oh, Vlad from the behind gets the Jin. He goes golden. And he gets stunned up and locks. The Zyra comes down. Oh, Zyra oversteps here and gets caught out by the Leona and Annie. There's a lot of overstepping here this game where the team just goes in with 2 members and doesn't communicate to the rest of their team.
Once again, I have to insist. This Poppy being just with the Cho'Gath all the time. She's getting out scared because, you know, Cho'Gath ultimate, he's also outfighting her. And with Poppy on the top lane right now, DGX doesn't have a front line to defend the jungle.
But they might have put him out. He's in here. Cho'Gath trying to run away. I don't think he gets out with the Q. The silence, he might try to just feast one. He flashes over the wall. Can he get out? No, the Poppy re-engage, but she's him away to help him get away. But nope, there's the kill.
There he comes. Shut down onto the Xin Zhao. I'll take that any day. This Xin Zhao should be low in tank now. I don't want to see any more damage coming out for him. They need a tank to protect this Tristana. She's 8-1. Every time she shows up, everyone in arms just decides to not fight and back off. So as long as she's alive, they can win team fights.
Both teams just need to group up. We keep saying it about the Poppy specifically. These catch-ups are because if they're going for these engages, they should be grouping up. I'll rephrase that. If we're going for engages like the Xin Zhao is, you should have at least one other team member there. Up there's the Zyra route, but it's on a Leona. Doesn't take much damage.
Here we go. Now picking F top lane and wall distance on the dragon. What do you think about that TP?
Which TP? This TP?
Not that
That's
one.
a
The
good
other
TP.
TP. That's a good
I
TP.
was not happy with him. Oh, he catches the Xin Zhao out.
Poppy trying to engage. Wait, they cut off the
Poppy
Jin.
getting- oh, he
Maybe.
gets one, but
Yep.
gets caught out.
That's a dead Jin.
Kane with the double knockup. King gets away. Cho'Gath trying to re-engage.
He
Cho'Gath
doesn't.
still has almost all his health. Triss ult comes out and she's running away, but she's trapped inside Baron Pit, and there's the Jin. Oh, Zyra might get the kill here on the Leona. Zyra gets the solo kill on the Leona there with the E over the wall and her plants. Cho'Gath is hungry and looking for it. Nope, going for the minions instead. Change his mind again.
I'm sorry. Looking at that fight, DX, what are you doing? Letting a Kane just go into your backline. That Tristana is way too valuable to let her take that much damage early on into the fight.
Yeah, I'm watching on the stream right now. The Poppy just goes in by herself and just gets melted, so they have no backline, and then they just re-engage with no tank. Or frontline, not backline. Goal difference is even. This Cho'Gath and his team know what's up. Omega screen.
This game is starting to look like it's favoring Omega just out of the fact that DX is not playing their comp. They're definitely just not. They have a very strong win condition. This Zyra and Tristana have shown time and time again they can win the team fight by themselves, so long as they survive, and they're not giving them any chance to survive. They're just stepping in, hoping for the best, and it's not working out. And it's about time DX realizes they have to play protect the carry.
And it's not like their teammates fed or anything. The kills and deaths aren't like astronomical. It's just that they're not playing the team comp that they drafted here. We got 3 mid lane. We got pings coming out. The Vlad engage, but the disengage almost immediately after, just getting some bonus damage off there. Leona is pushed up way in front of the other 2 people. Okay, there we go. I was a bit worried about a Zyra re-engage there when she was separated from the rest of her group. Leona might look for this Vlad. Vlad steps up, and that is a mistake, but goes into the pool to get out.
He's gotta wait for the pool.
They're looking for a 5. End up too fast.
Yes,
I insist that's just the Poppy not being able to defend their Tristana. Wait on this bot lane, just and so even though it comes out as a disengage, and that's about it.
Jin's engaging on this Vlad.
Wait on it right now.
Be enough. It's the Jin. Oh, Jin slows him down, but the Zyra is enough to zone out. This Zyra has been on point all game.
Man, no man, 9-0. Now the question is gonna be the first team to take down this Zyra once and for all. We'll see about that.
I don't know. We'll have to see. The Zyra is doing everything she can for her
1v2
team,
right
but she
now.
needs her team to start playing. Cho'Gath
Oh,
gets
the
a solo kill.
problem.
Is he going to get a 2v1 kill here? This Poppy's trying to do damage, but I don't see the health going down. He's just taking it. He's walking back. All right.
Okay, that's Cho'Gath. They need Tristana to shoot through the Cho'Gath. They cannot sense it for that.
Cho'Gath's
just
just walking through her abilities. He doesn't care. She doesn't do damage, and he's already regaining it all back. Look at that Warmogs.
Now
Daddy Cho.
I didn't perfectly catch it, but I think Cho'Gath.
Oh, we got a fight in the top lane. The Jin kills the Triss, but the Triss gets the Jin with the bomb.
That's
And I'm
just
watching this Cho fight. It's 2v1 with the Cho, and the Cho just kills
What's up
Zhao easy.
here. Right now, just for those who are wondering, Cho'Gath ult is doing. I'm trying to make math. I think about 1,000 damage.
I got you.
Trying to make maths.
So that's 650,
Okay.
750. That is over 1,000 damage.
Yes, that is just over. That's
Cho'Gath
about
is
1,030
massive right now.
damage. Just for contrast, right now Xin Zhao has 2,500 HP, so that's 50% of Sin's HP.
Not
Just in
only,
Cho'Gath ult extra damage.
not only is that damage, that's the true damage. He doesn't care about your resistances. He just cares about how tasty you are.
Yes, this game is looking more and more favored towards ARMS, even though the early game definitely went towards the side of DX. And once again, I think they just let the Kane and the Cho'Gath and everyone just... Why are they getting outscaled?
Looking
They're
at this
misplaying.
Triss, Cho'Gath's ult now does over 2/3 of her HP. So if she gets caught out once, it's over.
Jesus Christ. It's over. But they need Tristana on Cho'Gath. There's no one else that can actually damage him.
Yeah.
Like, he's a monster with... if the chat could get out of the way for 5 seconds.
Nope. Chat's got to be there.
Oh,
Chat's got to exist, and Cho'Gath is hungry for this dragon,
Over
setting up.
5,000
it's point.
Oh, he might find the pick here. He gets Vlad. Vlad, he loses half his HP. There's the feast. He doesn't even get to go on his pull, and he's not done. He's still going, still half HP. And the Triss ult comes out to bop out the Leona, but now she is ultless for this fight, and she won't be able to disengage like that again if they want to go for this dragon. Cho does lose his feast though, so he cannot feast this dragon, and they do not have a jungler.
They don't have a blue laner either. Because she's kind of dead.
He comes in on the Xin Zhao.
Once again, Kane 2v1,
Going
can to
off.
win this.
Cho'Gath though gets the Triss with the help of Jin.
No.
This Cho'Gath is just too massive. Knocks up and donating the kill over to Jin again.
But
Unstoppable right now.
best, but once again, Tristana was left out to dry. Fire and Xin Zhao hard engage onto the Kane. Tristana just left with Poppy, and Poppy has no good enough tools to get that many people off of her.
DGX sees the Kane engage on the Xin Zhao, and the Xin Zhao chasing, and the Poppy leaves the Triss to die to the rest of the team, while Cho is just kind of standing there, tanking all the damage, and still outputting massive damage while staying as a big boy. Look how much HP he has, 6,500. 6,500. No one can do anything. He's fighting Vlad. Vlad is trying to out-heal him, and Cho'Gath is just fine.
As that happens, Arms moving onto the Baron, that Baron should be there. So
Cho'Gath
No.
can zone this entire team by himself by just standing there.
yes.
He's gonna be able to get past
Okay.
Cho'Gath right now.
He's just
No.
going in to get the feast.
Look at
Oh,
this
here comes the
Poppy.
Poppy ult. Misses
Poppy's gonna
everyone.
easily
Cho
come
gets blast and goes in for another feast, but Jin takes it before he can. That's a sad boy Cho'Gath, but he can get the Zins out to. Oh, wait.
They can't avoid this Cho'Gath anymore.
Jin goes golden.
Nope,
Vlad
that's-
follows kills, and he's going after the ADC. Can Jin get away? He does. Vlad turns around, and Leo is looking for an engage, but can't find it. Vlad re-engages on the Cho. Cho'Gath silences and walks up. Vlad goes pool again. Cho'Gath's waiting for his Q knock-up. Vlad trying to get away.
He's
Cho'Gath's
still going.
slowly
Wait,
chasing. And
but there's room five right now. We couldn't engage on the river.
chosen for protection. Triss gets another kill and they're going in on the Jin. Jin cannot fight this by himself. Triss is just waiting for that. Now, the question, can Chill 2v1 the Zyra Triss? I think he can.
I don't think so. Look at the damage Tristana is putting out onto him.
Oh, no,
everything
is
comes
down
out.
by Zyra. There's the Jin ult, and Triss has to back up.
That was such a close fight. Just demonstrating once again, Anna needs to be alive. She got
Tristana can kill the Cho, but she doesn't have anyone to peel. He can just run her down because she knows if she gets caught out, he kills her. So she has to be very safe while kiting, so she can't even output maximum damage on him without a tank like Poppy there.
She got completely just caught out by Leona, just engaging onto him with everything. She just didn't have any fault, and that was just lucky by the Tristana. I don't know, man. I feel like the DGX should be playing Protect the Carry, and they're just not.
Yeah, it's too late now. You can't protect it from this 8-2 Cho'Gath with 13 stacks. This game is massive. This guy scales infinitely too. It's only going to get worse as this game goes further and further. You talk about Vlad scaling, Cho'Gath doesn't carry. We've seen constantly Vlad trying to 1v1 this Cho'Gath, and he can't do anything. Look at how much HP he has. 7,125. Look at that barcode. Look at the barcode.
Cho'Gath is level 18 full build right now.
This guy is just at rate boss at this point. His ult, for those wondering, is doing just over 1100 damage. Remember, that is 2 damage. There's just no way to stop it.
Yeah, let's do some quick maths here. Alright, so okay, it hasn't gone up that much. I'm sad, yeah, still about
that much. But, yeah. I mean, can you imagine if it had any better scaling than that? I'm sorry, but
yeah, it doesn't matter. He still like one-shots half the team.
Correct me if I remember. I think it's an 8% scaling from HP. I think maybe. Just off the top of my head.
Dragon fight coming up here for Soul eventually.
Sure, he just walks at Tristana and she has to back off.
Yeah, like she does massive damage to him, but A, he has so much health, and B, there's no one to peel for him.
Wait, Cho'Gath coming from behind it. Tristana is fighting the spot.
It's knocked up, they got a charge sir! Jin's going on the Zinzao, can he get the final kill? No, he cannot! Zyra trying to like zone off, but it's too late. She's trying to get a kill on the Leona just to even it up, but it doesn't matter. The rest of the team's cleaning up, and everyone else gets caught out. This game is over. Cho'Gath is massive. The poor Zyra losing her 9-0 record, but there is nothing they can do against this Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is 3v1ing while he gives his team the ability just to run the other two members down.
I don't know, man. I feel like the DGX had every single tool to win, and they're just doing misplay after misplay, giving up the game to a team that was definitely not playing to their strengths. And at this point, how do you deal with that Cho'Gath? No one trying to do damage to him, and he can just one-shot that Tristana. I don't know, man. This game is pretty much over at this point. I don't see any way to come back for the DGX.
They barely even have vision in their jungle, so they're trying to push this up and allowing Cho'Gath just to walk around and flank. Triss either jumps forward and gets bopped by the Jin, or, you know, stays right where she is, which is what she did, and get feasted by the Cho'Gath without doing almost any damage. It's that day for Cho, though. He's not going to get this feast. He's going to have to stay right at, what, 14 now? Poor guy.
He doesn't have ult, so that's
okay, never mind.
He's not sad. He just used the ult to kill Tristana, so give him a break.
And that ult's on a 44-second cooldown. It's gonna be up for almost every team fight.
It's gonna be up for every single team fight. Yes. We see a randoms and a thunder for the Cho'Gath. Tristana cannot afford to hit Cho'Gath, but anyone else she hits is just doesn't do anything. The Cho'Gath, I'm pretty sure, can 1v3 at this point without breaking a sweat.
Their only hard carry carry at this point is Triss, and Cho'Gath has Thornmail, Randomance, and Sunfire. She's not going to do any damage. And, like, Vlad and Zyra can try, but he also has Abyssal, and he also has, like, what, 7,000 health? 8,000 health?
Yes.
And Cho'Gath can ult at 2/3 of her health right now.
Yes. He ran double, you know, and she dies. He doesn't Q, he doesn't E, he needs W and ult. That's about it. Let me check. He does not have elixir. Does have iron right now. Yeah, he's just at this point.
Remake flaps on Cho'Gath. What can they do? There's the Poppy Sun. He's just kind of walking, sitting there.
That's a lot of
He misses
damage.
it. They're
They're trying.
firing up. They might get the Cho. They might get the shutdown. Cho's looking for a way out. He flashes. I don't think the flash is going to be enough, but they don't have enough to chase.
Well,
Because
maybe
Annie and the
enough.
rest of the team finally come to Cho'Gath's aid. Now watch this Cho'Gath. They burn everything on it, and here comes the Warmogs. 100, almost 200 HP per second. They burn so much on it, and it doesn't even matter because he's almost at full HP again.
That's not right. On the
Yeah,
game,
but
he only steps up the emeralds.
He does.
He gets
playing
out.
risky.
He does make it out.
Kane's
man.
playing overly risky. They just need to play this safe. Wait for Cho to push at the top how he is and just slowly pressure.
At
You
this
don't
point,
want-
let me win.
I
At
don't
this point,
think
let me
you
win
can
at
go.
DX.
But
I don't know. At this point, the only way I see DX winning is if they somehow manage to kill all 4 members.
Cho tank this tower. Look at flexing. Just taking the tower. It doesn't have to.
That's
chooses to.
yeah. He has 300 armor. He doesn't care about the tower. Yeah, we're gonna go down.
This place still. There's no reason for Leona to be there. She takes
That's
the
fine.
short
As
way
long-
under tower.
As long as
She
they
have to do the
have,
dance. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you're getting excited, man. Go. I like it. I'll take it. I'm trying to think about like what can we do, and I'm trying to think.
Dude, look, Triss
They
said
can't, they can't.
Cho'Gath, it does
Hear me
nothing.
out.
I don't even
No.
think
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Alright.
If they can kill all 4 members of ARMS without Choga doing anything,
Alright,
then they can win.
so you're telling me they sent Cho'Gath the solo Baron just to flex, and then DGX somehow gets a kill on the rest of the team, then they have a chance.
Yes, they have to kill all 4 members so that the Choga can't fight. Because we saw on that engage 3v1 in the top lane, they were able to burn down the Choga without Tristana as well. If that was a 5v1, maybe Choga can survive. But then again, that depends on the rest of ARMS to just be dead.
That stuff, but it seems like at least the Cho'Gath and most of the rest of the team have figured out that they need to stay grouped together for this to work. So I don't think it'll happen. But we've been seeing misplays constantly. Like just like 2 minutes ago, we saw the Leona tower dive. They didn't want to walk the extra 5 feet. You never know.
I'm trying to give them some hope. I'm trying to give them some hope now because they had
say
everything to
5%.
win.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all doubted Omega Squad, just saying.
Been doing massive damage on Jin here, or
Look at that
he's
really
engaging on all
cocky.
5. Oh, but he
That's a really
also
king.
is good focus. Vlad trying to do damage, but gets locked down.
That
Leona is on
is
a rampage, trying to lock
that's
down the
game.
Zyra, but
That
she's
is
the
what's
only other
game.
one that can carry. Poppy just running for her life, and there's the feast stack. Oh, there's the
My
feast.
God,
Oh,
that's
Carly tries.
dangerous.
The king got the first one.
DGX,
There's
the
the
man,
feast.
the
Cho'Gath,
Nexus is gonna fall down.
Cho'Gath.
Oh my god.
Just
The
standing
biggest
there asserting
upset.
dominance.
Oh god, this is the
His beat
this
cut down.
whole tournament. DGX with 9-0 Syra finally lose again. Definitely a game that they should have won. They just kept throwing over and over again.
They were
Um,
9-1. How do you throw that away?
I don't know,
To look
man.
at the gameplay and figure out where it went wrong, because
They-
obviously there's a lot of places where it went wrong.
It went really wrong. They had the game in the back and they just kept playing, letting this Tristana die over and over and over again. And eventually, said, "Hey guys, if we group up and get picks, they die faster than we do."
And it feels
And that's
extra bad
fair.
for that Zyra and that Triss, because they were doing everything right, but their team just
Syra
left
out
them
there.
out to dry repeatedly over and over on every team fight, chasing whoever it was.
They misplayed that Fallen misplayed so much. They had the perfect team comp to just play back, protect the carry. They didn't. They paid that with the game. They